As the years keep going on and on, it's becoming harder and harder to find your own original style. We are seeing less and less people like Akira Toriyama, and more people like that do the Steven Universe type style, that very simplistic thing. It's yeah. So you're seeing more of that. I spent years trying to come up with my own style. I wanted to be completely different, but I found myself in love with manga. But I still had to obviously make myself stand out a little bit, right? So I did what I'm actually bitching about right now. I looked at a whole bunch of different styles. However, the difference is I took a whole bunch of elements from other people to create my own unique style. I didn't just blatantly rip off of one person. So what I'm gonna do is show you my influences. This is my influence map that I came up with. I'm not gonna go over all of them because some of them currently aren't as influential right now as they used to be. So let's see what we got here. So as you can see, I'm more particularly a fan of series and getting influences from different series than the actual people that are drawing it. I know that sounds kind of bad, but that's how it is. That's how my mind was thinking back in the day. So what do we got here? We got Guilty Gear. Well, okay, Daisuke Ishiwatari. I know that guy's name like off the top of my head because he is my #1 influence. He is his character styles is just so unique. Like his characters look so cool. You've seen Guilty Gear, you've seen BlazBlue. Like the characters are just so cool. Like I can't explain. They have like this hard rock edge to them and they're just magnificent. And then I also learned my #1 trick, which makes your character stand out from him, which is give them simple color codes. You don't have to make characters that have like 10, 11, 12 different colors in their outfit. No, he simplifies it. I've never seen him do more than 4 different colors for each character. And it really helps the character stand out because once you see those color combinations together, you associate that color combination with that specific character. So I use that with all of my characters now. Now the next one I want to talk about is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now you're sitting there like, how did Sonic influence you? Did you know that I never read a Marvel or DC comic until I actually started watching the movies? I'm dead serious. So Turtles and Sonic were my shit, basically. I used to draw a lot of Sonic fan art. I wish I could find it. So you can see it's very subtle now, but you notice how the shoes are on my characters are usually very simplified. I stole that from Sonic. I gotta give credit where credit's due because Sonic, that's where I originally started drawing stuff. My scary influences have changed because it used to be Silent Hill and Dead Man Wonderland. I guess you can call that a little scary sometimes, but it's currently Junji Ito. Like, I just think his characters are just so creepy, and since my characters are kind of more realistic, not in the sense where they proportion wise and blah 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 is completely realistic and stuff, but like they look like everyday people. Because of that, I turn to him because he makes everyday people seem so creepy, and he does it very subtly. And I've started to incorporate that kind of style into, you'll see it in my like close-ups of the characters and stuff, where it's like I want them to look creepy. I'll start using some of his techniques because he's just hands down a master. I can't say anything else about him. He's great. So those are my main things that I've kind of got influenced by, to be quite honest. Like, I'm looking at this influence map, and to be honest, a lot of this stuff I'm kind of like, I don't really pay attention to as much, except Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball, who doesn't? Who doesn't love Dragon Ball? If you're an anime fan and you don't have at least some respect for Dragon Ball, what the hell are you thinking? You might not say it's your #1 anime, but it's in the heartbeat of every soul. It's in the heartbeat of every fan. Whatever. Anyway, but those are my main influences right now, especially Daisuke. Daisuke, Ishiwatari, Junji Ito. What was the other one? Sonic the Hedgehog. But the other stuff I kind of just take like little bits and pieces from. And you should treat your stuff that way too. You shouldn't directly just copy off of one source. You need to be original. And that's how it should be. You want to stand out among the crowd. In fact, and I'm not saying like I draw the best, because I sure the hell don't, but you can look at my characters and say, yeah, that's a Frey character. I know that's what you want. That's how you get popular. You don't get popular copying, well, unless you're like dude who was drawing Dragon Ball art and ended up getting Dragon Ball Super. But you're not. That's like a rare thing that ever happens, where you're drawing all this fan art and then the creator of that series is like, hey, well, you're gonna draw my series. It's a rarity. So I don't know, I'm rambling, I guess. But my point is, if you're going to copy styles, which is perfectly fine, you need to incorporate multiple sources. You can't just take your biggest influence and just blatantly copy their style. Did you know, this is a fun fact, that every time you hit that subscribe and that notification bell, an artist gets his wings? It's true. So why don't you help us fly? Please help us fly.